Myself, my name is Untitled. I'm from University of Technology Malaysia, and I will be the MC for the session. On behalf of the organizers, STEAM special session, I would like to extend my warm welcome to all the guests of the WEEF 2017 that is being hosted for the first time in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Thank you for coming. Many of you travel long distances, serves to remind us all just how important our work is. Ladies and gentlemen, let me start by sharing with you what this session is about. For this year, the STEAM Education Conference theme is STEAM Education, Developing the Talent Pipeline. STEAM takes the standard of STEM formulation, that is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And we add an E for arts. STEAM education has become increasingly be the focus in various levels of the community due to the demand for highly skilled workers that are literate in STEM. However, the poor global achievement and enrollment of students in STEM at school and university levels have raised many questions on students' interests and ability, the quality of instructional methods, and the curriculum. So with this event, it is hoped the STEAM movement can spark imagination and foster innovation among students. Most critically, the STEAM movement can amalgamate creative thinking and design skills in these STEAM projects so that students can use STEM skills in adulthood. Therefore, this special session is designed to gather researchers and practitioners in STEM education to share ideas, activities, and issues related to STEAM education, to provide insight on future actions in advancing STEAM education in the region. We are honored to have Prof. Dr. Edward Reeve, Assistant Prof. Dr. Tiam Yot, and Dr. Nur Azmi with us today. All three are esteemed educators in STEAM education. Prof. Reeve is currently the President of the International Technology and Engineering Educators Association. He's a professor and teacher education in the area of technology and engineering education at Utah State University. Assistant Prof. Dr. Tiamyot Pasawano is the Assistant Dean Faculty of Technical Education, Rajamangala University of Technology, Thanyaburi, Thailand. Currently, he is a lecturer in Innovation and Information Technology for Education. And last but not least, Dr. Nur Azmi alias, the Senior Vice President of the Research Management of the Collaboration Research in Engineering Science and Technology. So, prepare yourself to be challenged, excited, and inspired. Ladies and gentlemen, this session will be in two parts. The first part is a speaker's presentation, and then followed by the discussion through Q&A in the second part. All right, let me now turn to our first speaker. I would like to invite Prof. Dr. Edward Reeve to deliver his speech. Prof. Dr. Edward Reeve, please.
Good morning. Can you all hear me? Yes. I'm not going to use the microphone. Good morning. Would you? Is that better? Yes. Okay. I will use the microphone. I typically do not stand still, but I will try. So good morning, selamat pagi, sawadee krap. I know many languages. Again, my name is Edward Reeve. I'm a professor at Utah State University. Make sure. And what I do is I prepare teachers in the area of technology and engineering education. So I do teaching, research, and service, and the T of E of STEM, so technology and engineering education. Technology and engineering education, again, this is an American perspective. Our major focus is problem solving, and we use something called the engineering design. That is a major focus of our, engineering design is the major focus of my profession, okay? And the major goal is technological literacy. And we teach in the school, we strive for technological literacy, the ability to use, manage, assess, and understand technology. That is the goal of my profession, technological literacy. Again, I teach at Utah State University. It is in the western United States. United States is very big if you have not been there, over 4,000 kilometers. And my university is in the mountains of northern Utah. Right now it is below zero. So it is cold. We've already had snow this year, but I live in the mountains of about 28,000 students at Utah State University. So this presentation is from an American perspective. The purpose of this presentation is to provide thoughts on developing this STEAM talent pipeline. And what we mean by that is preparing students who are interested in qualified in a career in STEAM or STEM education. My presentation outline will cover these 5 things here. Okay, I'm not going to read. I'll continue since I have very little time. So let's look at the components of STEAM. For those involved in STEM and STEAM education, it is good to have a good background or understanding or knowledge. So a very simple definition would show the components of STEAM as science, which we all know is the study of the natural world. We know technology is modifying the natural world to meet human needs and wants. We know engineering is applying math and science to create technology. And we know art is creative expression. And we know mathematics are the numbers, operations, patterns, and relationships that bring it all together. In the USA, the idea of adding arts to STEM to create STEAM has been gaining momentum. However, the major focus in the USA today is still in improving learning in STEM education. But I do want to say something about art. What is art? Art is this idea of creative expression. It is using imagination and skill to make something beautiful or that expresses important ideas or feelings. That is art. So why add art to STEM? Why do we want to do that? Well, the design process promoted in STEM is inherent in both engineering and artistic endeavors. Solutions to engineering design involve designers and artists who develop objects to be aesthetically pleasing. This automobile here required art, along with engineering and technology and mathematics and science. Adding art to STEM promotes design, skills, and creative thinking. That's why we bring art. We have been doing art in STEM, but this brings it in. It may also increase student motivation and may help attract a new group of students into STEM. People who enjoy art do not know about STEM, so maybe they can bringing art into STEAM, maybe attract new students to the STEM or STEAM education pipeline. My own profession, we've added a STEAM strand to our conference this year, so we are beginning to promote the idea of STEAM. And we know STEAM or STEM is involved in almost everything we do today. And students learn about it in STEAM or STEM education. And STEAM and STEM is important to the world. Even as I looked here in Malaysia, STEAM is important. The entire world, STEAM and STEM is very important. Just real quick, what is STEM education? We've talked about STEAM, but let's look at STEM education. There is no one definition, but STEM education is a teaching and learning approach in which science, technology, engineering, and mathematical concepts and practices are purposely integrated. STEM education is all about integration, or STEAM is all about integrating. There is no one definition. And why is it needed? Why is there such a push here in the world for STEM? The big push in the US and around the world is globalization. You know, we need a talented education workforce is needed to stay competitive. So that is why we need this idea of STEM or STEAM education. Globalization is forcing all of us. Also, we need STEM education because of innovation. Most new innovations today involve some aspect of STEM or STEAM, and of course, world problems. Talented STEM and STEAM professionals will be needed to solve many of the world problems. A benefit of STEM or STEAM education, it promotes interest in these STEM careers. Promoting careers in STEM and STEAM helps build this talent pipeline. So let's look at building this talent pipeline. To stay competitive, as I just mentioned, in the world, a country must have a strong and talented STEAM educated workforce. Do you all agree? Yes? We all need this here. Why? Because we do have a leaking pipeline. There are more STEM jobs than there are graduates. There is a leaking pipeline there. And this pipeline is not going away. Total U.S. employment, it continues to grow rapidly. Interest and need in STEM jobs continues to grow. Promoting careers. STEM education programs and courses can help students learn about STEM and STEAM and get them interested in a career in STEM or STEAM. That's what STEM education can do, is promote careers for our young people. To help build this talent pipeline. That's what we can do here. Learning about STEM and STEAM can help young people pursue careers in engineers, scientists, automotives, computer programs, electronic technician. Those are all STEM-related or STEAM-related careers also, but not all of them requires a college degree. Most people think you think of STEM, you think that you need to be college educated. Not all jobs. Approximately half of the jobs in the U.S. are not college-needed. STEM jobs are not need a college degree. Healthcare workers, automotives, electronic technicians, manufacturing and construction. Those involved in food and agriculture. These are all STEM-related jobs that do not need a college degree. So let's talk about quickly building this pipeline here. So here are 10 suggestions, what I believe, for building the talent pipeline in STEM and STEAM education. Number 1, instructors. How many are instructors in here? How many of you are instructors? Okay, so instructors, as instructors, I am also a professor instructor. We must learn about careers available in STEM and STEAM and promote them in the classroom. That is the first suggestion. We must learn about all of these different careers and learn about them. And in our schools, we almost need to start early too. In my own state, we start very early. But in a STEM and STEAM classroom, there's going to be STEM and STEAM activities. There's going to be promotion of it, like posters. It's going to show STEM and STEAM in the classroom. That gets children interested in taking a career in STEM and STEAM. So that's suggestion number 1. And as I mentioned, we start early. In my own state of Utah, we have a class called College and Career Awareness that starts at the 7th grade. Okay? We start them early, thinking about careers. It's a career exploration in 7th grade. School counselors are important. In P12 education, school counselors must learn about careers available in STEM and STEAM and promote them to their students. Many counselors, I find, do not know all of the different careers available in STEM or STEAM. They need to become educated, and of course, parents can also play an important role in helping children decide on a career. Suggestion number 3, careers available in STEM and STEAM must be promoted to women and other underrepresented groups. Not only is there a leaky pipeline in STEM, the plumbing itself is broken. So with women and underrepresented groups, we need to promote that. Number 4, professional associations, organizations, government, and states, etc., must develop curricula, materials, information that introduce students to STEM and STEAM careers. In my own state, we have created the STEM Action Center. So we promote STEM within our state. Business and industry is also very important. They must become more proactive in promoting and supporting the need for STEM and STEAM workers. They can mentor youth and share what it's like to work in a STEM career. So business and industry. Suggestion number 6. Here's our Utah STEM Coalition. Our business and industry leaders have gotten together in our state and given money to form this STEM coalition to support STEM in our own state. Here's a lot of some of you may recognize some of those supporters there. Those are the people supporting STEM in our state. Last weekend, we had a career fair in one of our school districts, over 400 women. Girls can do unimaginable things. Conference inspires Utah girls to pursue STEM careers. 400 women last weekend learned about STEM careers. We promoted on TV. Let me take 1 minute and show you a commercial.
unleash my life. Can't teach me how to reach that light. Don't blink, it'll pass you by. I think I'll sink if I don't ride. You gave enough to spark, now I'll ignite the dark. So watch me now, so watch me now. Unbelief, can't conceive, unreal but it's in my reach. I'll grasp the unattainable, I'll ask the unexplainable. I need a life unleashed, I feel a life unseen. This life I hold, this life unfold. This time, the moment is a calling out. The moment is a calling out. The moment is a calling out.
We may not always know what's up ahead, but we're preparing tomorrow's kids to be there when it happens. And we'll succeed when we have more scientists, technicians, and engineers. The future needs them. STEM Utah, curiosity unleashed.
So that is what we do to promote STEM in our state. I think we're doing a good job. We start early, businesses, industry together. We promote it. Suggestion number 6, host a STEAM summer camp or after-school activities for students to learn about careers. Another suggestion for building this STEM and STEAM pipeline. Leaders must promote the need to learn about STEM and STEAM. Our former President Obama, this became his #1 agenda, and I believe 2012, to build this STEM in America. Develop, recognize, innovate STEM centers or schools that help build the pipeline. There's another recommendation. Develop and recognize this. Here I saw in Malaysia, as I did research for this, the Pintar Foundation has been trying to draw school students in their sciences with the Pintar Mobile Learning Unit. Has anyone ever been there? The mobile learning unit? Okay. Suggestion number 9, reach out to a growing do-it-yourself makers and communities and communicate the need for building the STEM pipeline. We have this makers movement in America. People like to make things. They're doing STEM and STEAM. They need to get involved here. And number 10, of course, we need more research here to identify the best practices and share what is needed to build this STEM pipeline. So let me conclude. STEM and STEAM impacts all of our lives, right? You agree? To stay competitive in the world today, a strong STEM STEAM workforce is needed. To stay competitive, each country needs a strong STEM STEAM workforce. Getting youth involved in STEM and STEAM education can help build this talent pipeline. All involved in some aspect of STEM or STEAM education must help in building the talent pipeline. And I gave you 10 suggestions what I believe can help build this talent pipeline. The need for STEM and STEAM workforce continues to grow. And the need is not going to go away. In the end, Kevin, thank you. One last thing I want to say here. Dr. Karina, Dr. Karina mentioned that I'm president of the ITEEA, the International Technology and Engineering Education Association. What I'd like to do today is, because I am president, I can do this. I'd like to give you a free electronic membership to our association if you're interested. I have some forms. There's a, if you want to take a picture, there's the SurveyMonkey form. And I also have some membership. You can enter this online and you can enter your information. It's just a simple form. You don't need any credit cards, no information. But if you want, you can sign up for a one-year free electronic membership. It's electronic membership is normally $65.